Hello again, and welcome back to my channel where we share the practices on the VRS CDX Harley Davidson V-Rod Night Rod Special. That's a long ass name. Today I was practicing the slow weave with cones set up about 12 feet. These parking spots are about 8 feet wide. They're a little bit narrower than the normal, usual. Originally, I practiced before the previous video with them at the cones at about 16 feet, so 2 parking spots in length in width, and this time I shortened half of it, so one half of the parking spot, so it makes it for 12 feet distance in between cones. And then at the end you can barely see those unless you zoom in, but there is a circle that is set up at 20 feet wide at the very end, so it makes for kind of like a tight turn, if you will, and then you have to come back into the weave. So I tried to make that so that it's a little bit more complicated than usual, and so that I can stress myself a little bit on trying to get those skills a little bit more honed in. I did knock a few of those. You'll probably see that coming up, and I had to go and check on their safety and make sure that I hadn't, killed them, but they were okay. It's a good practice. I mean, I'm able now to lean the bike at slower speed, much more than before. Control the throttle and clutch, stay in the friction zone a little bit more than releasing the clutch completely, so that I can control the speed a little bit more. It's getting better. I definitely notice more control now than a few weeks ago. So anyway, I know that I'm still making some mistakes and I'm working on those, but definitely I can see the difference that this practice has been making. Today I had, for whatever reason it was, I changed the headlight. As you can see, I just went through a couple of those cones, and I knocked like 3 of those. So that's where I stopped, went and checked, and gave him, an okay bill of health. Anyway, today I changed the headlight, because the original headlight, the little diffuser for the low beam came loose, and it was rattling and making me crazy. I was able to get a Hogwarts LED headlight on eBay, and was pretty satisfied with the beam. I still need to aim it a little bit better. It was too early in the day to have good footprint on a wall, so that I could measure up the beam. But I aimed it down a little bit so that I can adjust it later. Anyway, this has been a pretty good practice day today. I did 2 exercises, the slow weave, and then I'll post the next video later on. That's the offset weave, which I did 2 flavors of it, because I didn't remember well, the setup, the distance, and the distance between cones and distance between gates. So I have to do a little bit trial and error on that. It worked out pretty well. I'm actually, you know, pretty satisfied with my progress there. As you can see, I was going too slow on that turn, and I had to drop my feet. So that was one mistake there that I had to correct. But overall, I think getting a little bit better. This is towards the end of the exercise, and I was leaning left and right pretty good, consistently, and not touching the cones. This was a hot day, another hot day here in Tennessee, around 95 degrees. So by the end of the practice, I was pretty tired, and fortunately, I forgot to bring some water, so I was feeling the heat. But as you can see, practice, and getting a little bit more consistent on the leaning, and being able to weave consistently, keeping good clutch control, staying on the friction zone, and making sure that the speed doesn't go too high up or too slow, and while still able to control the bike leaning at low speed. Very satisfied with practice. I'm happy that I'm doing this, and getting a little bit more confidence also, because like I mentioned in a previous video, I haven't been able to get the parts to install my engine guards. That was kind of like what was keeping me from going out and doing this practice, because I was afraid of dropping the bike. But at the very end, I said, you know what, I have to do it. Might as well just give it a try, and go slow and try to get some more confidence. So, I haven't dropped it in almost 2 months that I've been going off and on to these practice days. I don't want to jinx it, but it's getting better. And as you can see in there, the last way back right here, I dropped a few cones and I called it a day. Anyway, thank you for watching, and leave me comments.